No problem. Tiles Clash.
Tiles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So,
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Haben nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with
one. And okay, hello everyone. Hello. We are live. Everyone say a big hello.
Hello.
Hi everybody.
Okay, so everyone out there, first things first, as always, let us know if you can't hear us or if you can hear us or whatever's going on with the sound wherever you're watching us, because you are a much better judge at this than what I will be able to be from my end of things. So, the first thing you will see, audience, in the suggestion box down below is that we are asking for suggestions for you to type into the comments of ambitions you had as a young child. Ambitions you had as a young child. Whilst you're putting those in, we'll do the intro of the show. So, welcome everyone to Extreme Improv XStreamed. My name is David Postansky, and joining us on the show today, we have a lovely group of performers, including Emma.
Hello! I have a new pen, and it's green.
Excellent factoid to get us going there. Andrew, say hello to the people.
Hello, I went for a walk earlier and stepped in dog shit, so that's the kind of day I'm having.
Amazing. I think that's supposed to be good luck. Diz, say hello.
Hi, I'm Diz. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee in the USA, and I can tell you that is not good luck.
Oh dear.
At least not here in America. I don't know what it is over there, but it's not.
Quite possibly. Did someone's microwave just ding? Did anyone else hear that?
No, that was, I have this.
Oh, I see what you're doing there. I may have to up my game as well in a minute. Right, but...
accidentally hit it.
Yeah. PJ, say hello to the people.
Hi, everybody. I'm also coming to you from the USA, just outside of Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, lovely jubbly. Joining us for the first time, we have Hannah.
Hello. I'm Hannah. I'm calling from Liverpool, South Liverpool, and yeah, it's a proper boss over there, you know.
Righty-ho, and last but not least, joining us tonight, we have Ruth.
Hello. I've got. This is my bell. It's not as good, is it? It's not as good as.
Not quite. Diz has the more impressive bell. Oh, hang on. We've also got some special audience. I almost forgot to introduce joining us. So, Lady D and Keely, if you could restart your cameras, we'll just say hello. Very ominously, you can see at the bottom. Oh, we're going to get overcrowded. We are joined by Keely, Lady D, and Jodie. You are live, Jodie. I haven't met you before, so I hope you were aware that this is how this works. But it's a giveaway of Keely, Lady D, and Jodie.
Hey!
Okay, periodically we're going to come to you and ask you for suggestions of various things. I've asked the audience at the moment for ambitions you had as a young child. So let's just very quickly get a few suggestions from you guys, and I will pick one or two. So, Keely, what's an ambition you had as a child? Excellent.
Singer? I don't know. Singer?
What did you say, singer? Okay, Lady D, what was your ambition as a child?
Be an astronaut.
Amazing. And Jodie, hello.
Literally both of them. Hi.
You wanted to be a singing astronaut. I think we're going to take that as our suggestion there. Okay, so awesome, guys. Audience, I'm just going to pull out your cameras there. So if you could just stop video. Then we are going to play our first game, which is going to be verbatim. Yes, our first game is going to be verbatim. The way this works, everyone watching at home, is that one of our performers will be tasked with performing a 30-second dramatic monologue, this time on the theme of being a singing astronaut. A singing astronaut. And then another performer is going to have to recreate their performance as precisely as they can. So starting us off as a singing astronaut, I think, Emma, you can start this round. So let's spotlight your video. Emma, you are a singing astronaut. You will have 30 seconds on the clock. And here you go.
I have spent my life being misunderstood, and I find I'm misunderstood now. A lot of people think that as an astronaut, you've got to be a scientist, you've got to be fit, you've got to be able to not go to the toilet for 2 years. Well, let me tell you, one of the main qualities of being an astronaut is being able to sing. Because if you can sing, you can put up with anything. And let me tell you, singing has got me through a lot of things, including a spell in prison.
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much there, Emma. Everyone give her a big round of applause. So, audience, what will happen now is I am going to come to PJ. PJ, you will have 30 seconds to try to recreate Emma's original monologue as precisely as you can. And I'm going to put you onto the full screen. And here you go.
A lot of people think there's a science component to being an astronaut. You gotta be able to not go to the bathroom for 2 years and do other science stuff. But what people don't realize, the number one skill every astronaut's got to have is the ability to sing. They say in space they can't hear you sing. They say maybe you're not trying.
And that is 30 seconds. Excellent stuff. Well done there, PJ. So, audience, in this game of verbatim, as we always do, we're going to take things up another notch. So now I am going to come to Andrew. Andrew, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate PJ's recreation of Emma's original monologue. For clarity, you are not recreating Emma, you are just recreating the performance as given by PJ. And here you go.
Well, they say becoming an astronaut is a science thing, but it's not about that. It's about, or not just about, not being able to pee for 2 years. If you really want to be an astronaut, it's about being able to sing. And they say in space, nobody can hear you sing. And I'm going to enjoy this Jolly Ranch.
And that is 30 seconds. Well done there. Excellent. Okay, so audience, after this next round, you will have the opportunity to vote for who you felt did the best recreation of what came before. So don't vote just yet, because in a moment we're going to take things full circle. Emma will attempt to do a recreation of Andrew's recreation of PJ's recreation of her own original monologue. So, Emma, once you have 30 seconds. Audience, once Emma has done hers, you can begin voting. I would always urge your audience to put your votes in quick, just because of the time delay with the stream, to make sure that your votes are counted. Emma, here you go.
Well, I've always wanted to go to the toilet for a couple of years now. The thing is, I'm not really a scientist, but I can sing. They say in space, nobody can hear you sing. But maybe that's a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to beat this now.
You have 10 seconds left.
Yeah, well, and another thing. Yeah, that's good. Let me tell you.
And that is 30 seconds. What on earth? Was that a hairband?
Yeah, going, going, going.
At least it wasn't a ring one. Okay, so we are going to now go on to the voting. So, audience, you will see in the suggestion box down below, it says it is voting time. Just to limit this, I am actually going to put a timer on this. Audience, you'll have 1 minute to get some votes in. After that, we won't hang around for any more votes. So, let's quickly ask some of our fellow performers, who they would have voted for. Starting with Diz, who would have you voted for out of this?
Oh, I'm gonna go with PJ on that. He was the closest to the one he was supposed to be recreating, so I'll give PJ that for the spirit of the game.
Okay.
And also it was good.
Ruth, who would you vote for?
Well, I agree with the fact that it was PJ who was the closest, but I really liked Andrew's complete wildness of suddenly putting something in his mouth, because that was really part of it. So,
okay,
yeah,
and Hannah,
PJ.
how would you vote this round?
Oh, I'm going to have to go for PJ. It was almost completely identical, but wasn't at the same time.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, so if our audience who have joined us on the call, Lady D, Keely, and Jody, if you could restart your cameras, you will get to vote. We will ask for your votes presently. I'll just note that Joe Ross on YouTube actually says to be a space woman, so that actually you kind of got your suggestion taken there as well. But let's have a look. We've got lots of votes coming in. Let's find out to begin with. Jody, how would you vote this round?
I liked Andrew because I thought it was quite similar, but then the addition at the end I just loved.
It's all about this sweet at the end. Okay, Keely, how would you vote?
I'm voting for PJ.
So 1 for PJ and 1 for Andrew. Lady D.
It's got to be Quirky Andrew.
Quirky Andrew takes the lead. 2-1. Let's have a look what we've got in the comments section. So Brandon King on Facebook has voted for Emma. And Joe Ross has said Emma. So that's 2 for Emma, 2 for Andrew, 1 for PJ. Sophie J on Twitch has said PJ, making it 2 apiece all round. Assad Khan joins us and says, OMG, David, sir. Big fan. Hi, Assad. Let's see if we've got any votes. We get a vote from Max for PJ, a vote from Jane for PJ, which puts PJ 2 in the lead. Janie votes Andrew, which means Andrew's 1 behind. Assad then says, I vote for Keely Kardashian for being at a different location in the house this time. So, Keely, you get a vote. Assad, that's 2 votes, and neither of them are for the performers. But I'm going to give a 5-second countdown, and then at this point, I think PJ is 1 in the lead. So, 5. You need to get your votes in quickly, anyone. 4. You have 3 seconds left. That is 3. I told you it would happen. 2. The next one's going to be 1. 1. And that is it. So, PJ, you win that round. Well done, well done.
Thanks.
So, we are going to do another round of this. But, interestingly, and Andrew, you may take some comfort in this. Danny O'George says, I voted for Andrew, but apparently everything I write is being marked as spam. Don't quite understand why, but we'll look into that, Danny. Okay, so I also asked earlier, audience, I asked you for suggestions of ambitions you had as a child. We're going to use another of those for the next round of this, but I'm also going to change up what we're asking for a suggestion of. So if you check the suggestion box now, you will see that we are asking for reasons to argue. Reasons to argue. And let's choose another suggestion of an ambition. So let's have a look. We've got, we had to be a space woman from Joe. To be just like my dad, says Danny. Well, that's kind of risky because we could decide what we think your dad is like. Natalie Roxas on Facebook says, becoming the next Mother Teresa. I quite like that one. Becoming the next Mother Teresa. Anything else? To drive Batman's car, to be a puppet master. That sounds kind of scary. And let's go for that then. Let's go for to be the next Mother Teresa. So, starting us off on this, we're going to come to Hannah. Hannah, you will start this round of verbatim. You will have 30 seconds to perform a dramatic monologue on the theme of becoming the next Mother Teresa. And here you go.
Just be kind. Just look after people. Don't be nasty. Don't be inconsiderate. Just be someone that others want to be. Be the next best you, so others can be the next best them. That's the only thing that I can say about it. And always think of Mother T. Teresa. I'm going to have a moment's peace for Mother T. Teresa.
And that is 30 seconds. Excellent stuff. Well done, well done. First time player on the show and came in with a stonking good performance there. One that Diz, you are going to be tasked with recreating. So Diz, you will have 30 seconds to recreate Hannah's original performance as precisely as you can. And here you go.
Just be kind. Just be nice to people. You gotta be thinking about Mother T. when you're dealing with people out in the world, and you got to be thinking, ooh, how can I be the best me to help them be the best them? So we're just gonna take a minute to think about Mother Teresa.
And that is 30 seconds. That is 30 seconds. Thank you very much there, Diz. So, next up, I will have 30 seconds to recreate Diz's recreation of Hannah's original monologue. And here I go. So, you gotta be kind. You gotta be kind to people. You gotta be really kind. You gotta appreciate that Mother T here, she's gonna reach out her hand, and she's gonna be kind, and she's gonna be considerate. When Mother T gets near you, oh boy, you don't know what's gonna be coming next. And that is 30 seconds. So, next up, Ruth. You will have 30 seconds to recreate my recreation of Diz's recreation of Hannah's original monologue. And here you go.
Just be kind. Just be kind. That's what you gotta do. Always remember, Mother T says, be kind. And you can reach out, reach. You can, reach out. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. Gotta be kind. Be kind. Just be kind. How kind is Mother Teresa? I don't think she was that kind, actually, was she?
And that is 31 seconds. How dare you say she wasn't that kind? Right, okay. Right, so we're going to take things full circle. Hannah, you will now have 30 seconds to recreate Ruth's recreation of my recreation of the Texas Chainsaw Diz's recreation of Mother Teresa. So, Hannah, we're going to come over to you here. Audience, after Hannah has given this performance, you'll have the opportunity to vote, but wait until Hannah has done her 30 seconds, and here you go.
You just gotta be kind. Just be kind. That's all you gotta be is just kind. You gotta reach out your hand like Mother Teresa. Did she? Yeah, just reach out your hand like Mother Teresa did, and just be kind. Just be kind. That's all you gotta do. Just be kind to people. I don't even think Mother Teresa was actually quite kind, or maybe she was. I don't quite know.
And that is 30 seconds. Thank you so much there. Well done, well done, well done. So, audience, it is now once again voting time. So, audience, please put your votes into the comments now. Who do you vote for having done the best recreation there? If you felt it was Hannah just then put Hannah. If you felt it was Ruth before, then put Ruth. If you felt it was me before Ruth, then vote David. And if you felt it was Diz, then put Diz. Let's find out what our fellow performers and audience member thinks. First of all, PJ, who would you vote for?
Yeah, I'm going to give my vote to Ruth. Not a lot of people are brave enough to go after Mother Teresa's kindness.
I know, right?
But I also like that she kept checking the clock like you did. So I'm going to give my vote to Ruth.
Okay. Oh yeah, I have to check the clock. Right. Okay. Fair play. Andrew, who do you vote for?
Yeah, no, I love how Mother Teresa's voice got steadily deeper and deeper.
Yep.
But I'm going to vote for Ruth as well.
Okay, yes, certainly. And Emma.
Well, I really liked Diz or Daz. I can't see the print.
Diz.
Diz or Daz?
Daz is the washing up liquid.
Diz is American. I like Diz's American accent because it was almost like the real thing. But my vote has to go to Hannah because of that last bit of acting at the end when really thinking whether Mother Teresa was kind or not. Excellent.
Okay. So, let's quickly come to our audience. First of all, Lady D, how would you vote this one?
I'm literally torn because it was like a chainsaw massacre, like Mother T gang. So I'm literally torn, but I think it's going to have to be Ruth.
Okay. Keely, how would you vote this one?
I'm voting for you.
Excellent. Do you know what? I forgot I was in the game, so I'll take that. Right, and Jodie, who would you vote for?
I loved how it kept getting progressively further down, but I loved finishing it off Hannah's.
Okay. Oh, so 1 vote a piece. The silent majority vote for you, Diz. Okay, let's have a look here what we've got in the comments. So, I see a vote for Ruth, which will make it 2 for Ruth there. Daniel George says my vote goes to Ruth. Janie says Hannah, so Ruth has 3, Hannah has 2. Brandon King on Facebook says Hannah, making it 3 apiece. Joe says Hannah. Styles Clash for Life on Twitch says Hannah. Battlecat says Hannah, so Hannah is running away with this one. And we're going to give... I forgot to put a timer on this. So, I'm going to give a 5-second countdown now. 5, 4... I just got a notification from my Alexa. 3, 2, 1. And I think the announcement from Alexa will be that, Hannah, you won that round. So, well done there. Well done. Audience, I've changed what we want in the suggestion box once again, so please put into the suggestion box suggestions of famous movies. Suggestions of famous movies is what we want. I previously asked you for suggestions of reasons that people may argue. Reasons that people may argue. We are going to come onto a game known as Single Syllable Showdown. The way this works, this will be a game for everyone. It may even include some of our audience members since I've left them on the screen so long. So I might chuck you guys into it. But 2 people at a time will be in this. The way it works, 2 performers will be in the scene and they are only allowed to say single syllable words. So for example, they can say hi, but they cannot say hello. They can say Dave, but they cannot say David. A couple of other rules is that we don't allow long hesitations and we don't allow what we'd call a circular conversation. That is a conversation which uses the same words over and over again and doesn't progress the story. So let's have a look. As a reason to argue. We've got someone didn't flush the loo for our American friends. That means the John. What else have we got here? We've got burnt my skirt with an iron. I hate when that happens to me. Oh, hang on. Assad did vote for you, Diz. I missed this. It says, I specifically vote for Diz for introducing the hillbilly accent into this. Someone ate someone's last Rolo. And let's just have a look. Q jumping. Reason to argue. Crumbs on the bloody carpet. These all sound very, very British. We've got crumbs, we've got the loo, we've got Q's. These are so British today. Not to empty the dishwasher. We're really making this an exciting show tonight. Let's say, though, burnt my skirt with an iron. That's what the scene will be about. Someone has burnt someone else's skirt with an iron. Let's say starting us off are going to be Emma and Ruth. Emma and Ruth will start this. If everyone else, audience included, could stop your cameras, then just Emma and Ruth will begin this, and I will call for more people to join in along the way. That may include an audience member, so be brave or leave me hanging. It's up to you. Okay, so what have we got? Burnt my skirt with an iron. Single syllable showdown. Begin.
Why did you do it?
I hate you.
How did you do it?
With my hands.
With your what?
My hands.
You are hot? You have hot hands?
Yes.
Right. The shape that is burnt on my skirt.
Yes.
You have 2 thumbs.
I do.
Wow.
I am from Freak Show. I left Freak Show. Freak Show.
Oh, right.
I ran away.
Oh, away! Okay, we've got the word away. So, Emma, if you step out, and can we have Diz? Could you join in, please?
Yes. Yes.
Did you mean to burn my skirt?
I did not.
Then why did you?
I am dumb.
Yeah, you are.
You don't have to so quick.
Don't have to what?
Say yes to that so quick.
But it's true. You burnt my skirt.
It was a bad thing that I did.
Too right.
No malice.
Okay, Diz, you are out. Can we be joined by one of our audience member guests? Can I have Lady D? Let's throw you in this. Oh, look at that. You don't get frightened off easily. Thank you for joining in. Single syllable words only. Continue.
So, what's up?
It's purple.
Okay, excellent. And that was Lady D. Purple has 2 syllables. So,
Oh, sorry.
don't worry. Okay. Thank you very much, Lady D. Ruth, you are knocking them down. Let's
This game is hard.
It is hard. Let's have PJ in, please.
Hi.
Hi.
So, what have you to say?
For your skirt?
Yeah, my skirt.
Well, I want you to think to you, it's your skirt. Why not take it yourself?
Oh, and another one down, and another one gone, and another one bites the dust. Let's have Andrew in.
Come on. So, go on.
Mauve.
What was?
The dress. It was mauve.
But the skirt is white.
White.
Yeah. Well, it was. Before you burnt it.
Oh, before Ruth. Oh, so Ruth, you are out. And now let's have Hannah in, please.
How much does it cost to fix?
Too much.
Too much.
Way too much.
Oh, yes, it doesn't.
Oh, Andrew, you are out. I will join in. We burnt them! I hate that girl. Her skirt, burn it.
Burn it to a crisp.
Burn it down. Poof.
Deep, deep down.
Fire is good.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't like ice.
No.
I can't freeze skirts. Don't work.
I'll try it.
Put your skirt in the fridge. Make it cold. Then freeze it.
Okay.
Oh, and okay is a 2-syllable word. Is there anyone else left? Audience member even? And I guess I win then. Everyone else come on back. Right, okay. So, fantastic. We are going to move on to our next game. Let's just have a look what we're going to see here. So, audience, I asked you for suggestions of famous movies. We've got a few of those. And I'm going to once again change up what we're asking for in the suggestion box. And next up, I'm going to be asking for well-known characters from fiction and people from history, plus their secrets. So, once again, put into the suggestion box in the comments, well-known characters from fiction, plus people from history, and their secrets. We will use that for the next game. At the moment, though, we are going to play an alphabet scene. We're going to do a few alphabet scenes. So let's see how many performers we've got. 2, 4, 6, and then me, I suppose, makes it 7. Let's start off with Diz and Hannah. Diz and Hannah. Hannah, I will throw you in at the deep end for going first, but also this is the easiest version of this game that I can possibly put someone in. And so it's going to be a standard alphabet scene, a traditional alphabet scene. The way it works is there will be Diz and Hannah in the scene. Every time the next performer starts a line of dialogue, it must begin with the next letter of the alphabet. So going A, B, C, D. You get the idea. Audience, I will remind everyone out there that these are merely actors, so we can't expect them to know their alphabet too well, so we will help them out if they get stuck. But let's choose a well-known film for this to be based around. So I would like this to be a missing scene from we've got Assad. You and some of your suggestions, right? But we have here Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Harry Potter spin-off. If you hopefully you guys will know that. Andrew and Emma, if you could drop your camera out. I'm going to choose a letter of the alphabet from the most recent comment, which is by GG. And we've got Aragon, which means you'll start at the letter A, a nice easy one for you, and you'll go all the way through the alphabet and end back on the letter A. And here you go.
Starting from A, sorry, was it? You cut out?
Yes, start with the A, please.
Okay. Always put the creatures in a safe place.
Boxes. I've got lots of boxes.
Cardboard boxes.
Don't you think we'd be better off putting them in steel boxes?
Extra steel boxes? Possibly.
Forget about extra steel. Let's use magic steel.
Great.
How are you set for binding spells? I know one that will capture anything over 10 feet tall.
I'm not very good with those kind of spells, but I'm going to get better, I promise, because I remember we spoke about this.
Just a minute now. You told me you'd be ready for this expedition to find these fantastic beasts.
Keep me feeling bad. That's all you do. You just keep me feeling bad about the fact that I'm not a proper wizard.
Look, you're a muggle. It's okay. Everybody starts out somewhere. I'm sure that you can marry a wizard and your kids will be good.
My mum said I'm not a muggle. She said I'm a real wizard.
Now, I think we all know that your mom is a drinker and a liar. You're a muggle.
Oh my God. No, you didn't. He went there.
Please. I had to go there. We're going to die if we don't have our spells up to snuff.
Quite right, quite right. I see where you're coming from.
Really, it's not that big a deal. Just take this magic book, this spell book, if you will, and read the spells out of that.
Secret spells for muggles in disguise? Are you kidding me?
That's the only book they'd give me when they found out I was getting the book for a muggle.
It's an upper class book, isn't it? Upper class. Not for people like me.
Very, very upper class. Very much not for people like you. Muggle.
Well, I don't want to do any more spells with you.
Expelliarmus!
Yikes! That was close.
Zesty movements you've got there. You're going to be fine as a wizard.
Alrighty then.
And they made it! Well done! Very nice scene. Lots of references to the source material there. Well, that's just what we like to see. And so now we're going to move things on a notch. Next up, we are going to have a reverse alphabet scene. So next up, we are going to have another alphabet scene, but this time it will be in reverse. Yes, this is a reverse alphabet scene. The way it works is exactly the same as the last one, except for this time, instead of going forwards through the alphabet, they will go backwards through the alphabet. So let's have a quick look. What is this going to be a missing scene from. And who's doing it? Did I say?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's have Ruth and Andrew. Ruth and Andrew. You're going to do a reverse alphabet scene. And this is going to be a missing scene from Batman, as suggested by Peter Jackoaks. Wait a minute. PJ. Okay, so this is going to be a missing scene from Batman. Let's choose a letter of the alphabet. You're going to start at the letter C, so another nice easy place to start. Start at the letter C. I love that you had that nearby. Andrew, did you hear that Michael Keaton might be coming back to play Batman?
I did hear that.
Yes, I just thought we should mention this. Okay, so a missing scene from Batman, and here you go.
What letter we start at?
Oh, sorry. Start at the letter C and continue from there. Take it away.
Catwoman's back.
Bloody hell. She's put on a bit of weight.
Absolutely. I didn't recognise her. What the hell happened to her?
Yikes. It's a bit scary.
You know, I think she just needs somebody to talk to.
Extremely likely. She could talk to you, Batman.
Well, we're not on the best of terms. I mean, last time we saw each other, it kind of, I've got a scar right here.
Very impressive. Was that with her claws?
Under her nails, just dug right into me. I didn't even see it.
Too much blood and gore, and I want things to be calm around here.
Should go to another city now.
Right. Well, let's make Gotham the best city ever.
Right, but not sure how. I mean, most of the villains are in Arkham, but they always get out, so it never lasts for long.
Perhaps we should have a good clean-up.
Oswald Cobblepot, he could use his factory now that his operation is ended.
Nice idea. I like it. Let's do it. Maybe Batman's gone away. Not moving, not talking. What can I do?
Oh, I'm going to just interject here because I believe Andrew has left us to a better place, me. God rest his
definitely.
soul. So I think that's a slight lag issue. Andrew, are you still there?
Hooray!
Just about. He's currently stuck with the Flash in the multiverse somewhere. So Flashpoint movie came true after all, everyone. So we're going to move on. Andrew, I'm sure your internet
he's
connection.
there. I can see him.
I know. Yeah, he's there. He's just moving very slowly.
Lagging. Okay,
so the lag monster has got you, Andrew. So if we can bring people back, we will go on to our next scene. One of our audience members says, Oswald Cobblepot. Yes, Andrew. So you got some love for mentioning the Penguin's real name, I believe. But, so who's that leave? Who does that leave? Who haven't we had? PJ and Emma. PJ and Emma, you can do one here. Okay, let's find a movie for you to do a missing scene from. You are going to do a missing scene. So got some good ones. Joe Ross says A Bug's Life. I quite like that. Justice League, we've sort of just had Batman. Dumbo, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I like that one. I haven't had that come up before. So, Emma and PJ, you're going to do a missing scene from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. This will be another reverse alphabet. We don't need to make it any more tricky for today. You're going to start at the letter O and move all the way backwards through the alphabet until you get back to the letter O. Keely and Lady D, if you could just kill your camera view for a moment. I'm going to kill mine too. I'm going to play an audience-based game in a moment, so they can look forward to that. So, Emma and PJ, start at the letter O, move backwards until you get back to the letter O. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Begin.
Oliver, I'm glad you've come downstairs. I have here a list of all the reasons I think we should have the children adopted.
Nancy, we've been over this. They're in high school. It's a bit late.
My God, Oliver, you lack ambition. Those children have been a drain on me since they were born.
Lack ambition? You're trying to pawn our children off. You're a monster.
Knowing your habits, I think it's outrageous that you call me a monster. You're always trying to buy and sell wild animals from Africa.
Just because I want to have a zebra doesn't make me a bad guy.
Look, the other thing I don't like about you, Oliver, is that you don't know the other. And it's embarrassing, frankly, in public.
I'm embarrassing. I'm embarrassing. You're embarrassing. When we're out with our children, you won't call them by name. You make them carry your bags, and you sit on the youngest like he's a footstool.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a natural mother, and I think we need to... I mean, we've made them very small. That's a good start. But now can we get rid of them?
Golly, you're just the worst. I mean, our kids are missing in the backyard. It's lawn mowing day, and you are trying to pawn them off on strangers.
Once, actually, you know, you're making me think. Maybe I have been a little harsh with them. Maybe there's something else we can do to liberate ourselves from this terrible torture of having to bring them up.
Enjoying this change of attitude?
Do you like it? Do you like it, Oliver? I wonder where it'll lead.
Could it maybe lead to a vacation for you and I, Nancy?
Barbados would be lovely. I can just see you on the sand, perhaps falling out of a hammock onto the beach.
Ah, yes. What a beautiful vacation it would be. And while the kids are in the backyard, they're safe.
Zeus, our youngest child, suffers from a complex, having been named after an ancient god. I know that. He's probably traumatized by that.
Yoplait, the oldest, feels similarly, having been named after a yogurt.
And Xerxes, he's always wanting to be called Christopher or John. Oh, God.
Wayne, however, just has kind of a boring name and is learning to live with it.
Very true. Anyway, how have you been today? We've not met each other the last week or so, what with work and shift work and things like that.
Unusually weird time of year, isn't it?
Too true, especially given, since we moved to Sweden, it's hard to know what time of year it is.
Sweden, man, different time zones, different clocks. The clocks go backwards.
Right, yes. I love your understanding of the way Europe works. You Americans have quite a unique spin on it.
Quite a unique spin indeed. It's just everything is so not American over there.
Please, you actually think time goes backwards because you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Why did I marry you?
Obviously not for the children.
And scene! Well done there, well done. that was an interesting scene throughout. I don't know if I'm even going to remember it now, but there was a sentence that was started, which was basically, the other reason I don't really like you, and I just love the idea of starting a sentence with the other reason I don't like you. But yeah, you were definitely coming downstairs, and then you were just like in different hemispheres. It was interesting, interesting relationship. Okay, so in a moment, audience, we are going to play an extreme monologue game. But first, I feel like we should get our audience members involved. So, Keely, Lady D, and Jodie, could you come back a second? I'm just going to give you a specific challenge here, just for you guys to do. So, you have to do a little bit of presenting for us. But I'm going to give you what I often use as a tiebreaker game here. I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to find something from within your environment to present to the camera that represents happiness. You have 30 seconds to find this, and then we will vote, us performers, on who found the best object to represent happiness. Go. So, whilst they are doing this, I'm just going to take this brief moment of opportunity to announce, well, I've already announced it before, but just to reiterate that we will have soon the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championships, as you can see behind me. Now, this is going to be happening throughout the month of August. It's the first ever virtual festival of any sorts that we have run here at Extreme Improv, and it's going to have the big event in the middle of the month. From the 10th to the 16th of August is going to be the World Championships of the title. So if you are a performer out there, if you're an improviser, a comedian, an actor, a dancer, a puppeteer, I don't know. If you're a performer of any kind, you should try and get in touch. And when I say try and get in touch, just get in touch. It's not that difficult. And apply to be a contender to become the first ever Extreme Improv XStreamed World Champion. It'll be like an annual event if we ever bother to do it again. If not, then you'd be the only champion ever. But it's an annual event, and so you could be the first ever one this year. So, that is plenty of time. I will plug that a little bit more later. So, Keely, you're going to have to unmute yourself. Could you show the camera and tell us what you have found and why it represents happiness? It's your own reflection, isn't it? That is so vain. Yeah. Look at that. It's just your own reflection.
It's a mirror at the end of the bed.
It's what? Okay, so
I can look at myself.
It's a mirror at the end of the bed so you can look at yourself. Oh my god, I was joking when I said about the mirror thing. Is that literally what you've got?
So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you see is yourself.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
It's a little bit scary in ways as well. We won't explore that though. So, Lady D, what have you got there to represent happiness?
It's a Le Voir CD.
Ah.
What CD?
Le Voir.
Oh, right.
Okay, and Jodie, what do you have to represent happiness?
Okay, I promise you I'm not a pyromaniac, but it's a lighter.
Okay. I will ask, do you smoke?
Not properly, no.
Okay, I just wish you'd said no. Flat out no. That would have been amazing. You love the lighter, you don't smoke. So, we're going to very quickly vote here amongst ourselves. Ruth, who would you vote for out of Lady D, Keely, and Jodie?
Lady D.
Lady
Definitely.
D? Emma,
Yeah.
who would you vote for?
Keely.
I beg your pardon?
Keely.
Keely. Oh, Keely. Diz, who would you vote for?
I'm going to vote for Keely just for the sheer brutal honesty of it.
Okay. Hannah, who would you vote for?
I'm going to vote for Keely as well, because there is nothing wrong with being vain.
Okay. You're so vain, you probably wrote this song about you, think this song about you, whatever it is. Okay, PJ, who would you vote for?
I'm going to give it to Jodie because I think she's lying and that she is a pyromaniac.
Yeah, exactly. Andrew, who would you vote for?
Keely.
Okay, I'm going to vote for Jodie there as well, just for the fact that playing with fire is fun, as I said earlier. But that means, Keely, you win that game, so well done, you guys. We're going to move on to an extreme monologue now. So, the way this works, performers, is that our performers will have to perform a monologue and keep it going as long as possible under a couple of rules. The first rule is that they are not allowed to repeat any words whatsoever. and they are also not allowed to hesitate, which we count as stumbling over words like I just did, extended pause, or saying non-words such as or Starting us off on this, we are going to have Emma. Emma, you can go first. Let's find a character. Audience, continue to put suggestions of well-known characters from fiction, people from history, and their secrets into the comment section. So, let's see who we've got. So from Sergith, I may be saying that name wrong, I apologise, on Facebook. Sergith GG, I'm just going to say GG, has suggested Casper the Friendly Ghost. It hasn't suggested what the secret is, so let's just say that you're not friendly. You're Casper the Friendly Ghost, and your secret is you are not friendly. And here you go.
Hello, I'm Casper.
Freeze, hesitation. I'm sorry, that was a throat clearing incident there. So that was, I think, 11 seconds. But we are going to move on. I'll just remind our performers and even our audience, if you hear anyone go wrong, just shout freeze. And if you're correct in your challenge, that will be the end of the monologue. So 11 seconds is the time to beat. Let's go over to Ruth. Ruth, 11 seconds is the time to beat. Let's find a character for you. You are Dr. No, who always agrees with everyone, as suggested by JJ. You are Dr. No, who always agrees with everyone, and here you go.
The unfortunate thing about having a long name is that you shorten it. So, mine becomes No. Well, I agree with everybody about everything. No, no.
Oh,
no.
and repetition of no at 32 seconds. Lovely. If you're going to throw in the towel, do it spectacularly. That's what I say. 32 seconds gone. So, next up, we are going to come to PJ. Let's find a character for you. And your character is going to be the genie from Aladdin can't grant wishes. So, as suggested here, you can see on the screen, on the highlighted comment, Joe Ross on Facebook has suggested the genie from Aladdin can't grant wishes. And here you go.
Bit of a problem here. I am out of magic. Now, hear me out. Could be that it'll come back. Now, it might not.
Now.
And, yeah.
Now, repetition now, 20 seconds. I could have been cruel and got you for hear me out and hear, because homophones aren't allowed in the rules of this game. So, here and here, 2, 2, and 2. So, Ruth still has 32 seconds as the time to beat. Let's come over to Hannah. Hannah, let's get a character for you. So, let's see who you're going to be. You are going to be... you are the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Your secret is that you have feathers. You are the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Jurassic Park. As a first-time player, I will say that you can speak as a character that can't normally speak. So don't feel that you're not allowed to speak as a dinosaur. But you are the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. Your secret is that you have feathers. And here you go.
As a T-Rex, everyone expects you to be one way and one way only, and that's me.
8 seconds in, and repetition of one way.
In one way.
Oh dear. Well done there.
So method in that, I just lost control.
I know, one way. Okay.
I mean, do I get a point for roaring at the beginning?
You do get a point.
Thank you.
So, let's see. Who haven't we had? Audience. Do we have a brave audience member? Who wants to have a go at this?
they're being very
No,
careful.
I think that's a no this time. So, Diz, you can go now. Let's have a look. You are going to be... Oh, I love this one. As suggested by Max on Facebook, you were Slimer from the Ghostbusters. I assume this is. You have a secret love of burnt popcorn. You were Slimer from Ghostbusters. You have a secret love of burnt popcorn. And here you go.
Slimer loves the popcorn. Burnt is best. Venkman, Spangler, Stance, and the other one don't understand Slimer. Slimer has said Slimer 4 times.
Do you know what the thing is? I didn't even notice that you were repeating Slimer. 19 seconds. Andrew, have you had a go?
I have not.
So you will go next. Let's have a look. You are going to be... you're going to be Ron Weasley. You are not really ginger. Your secret, Ron Weasley, is that you are not really ginger. And here you go.
Hey, Ron here. People think I'm ginger.
Oh, that is the word which is specifically said that you're not allowed to say as a hesitation. So, that is 5 seconds in. And that just leaves me. So, love the 3D glasses look. Styling it out. Okay, from our audience joining us on the call, can you suggest a character for me? So Lady D and Jodie, you're currently muted if you have any sparks of inspiration. One of you. Excellent.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, sorry.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan and something that's Peter Pan's secret is.
He's actually an adult.
Peter Pan is actually an adult. I love the movie Hook. Right, okay, so I'm Peter Pan. I am actually an adult. And here I go. Bangarang is what I said to the children sitting there in Neverland, as I shorten it to. Oh, poo! Right, so 12 seconds in and I am out. No, fair enough. Ruth, that means with 32 seconds and no Danny on the show tonight, you have won. So well done there. Okay, we are going to move on to our next game. Our next game is going to be a game of Alliteration Anarchy. We are going to play Alliteration Anarchy. And the way this works is in the scene there are going to be a few performers, each of whom are going to be assigned a letter of the alphabet. As much as possible, the performers have to begin as many words as they can with the letter they have been assigned. Just for clarity on it, they are allowed to say any words whatsoever, but their goal is to begin as many words as they can with the letter they've been assigned. So they can always perform the scene, and it doesn't matter if they don't say words beginning with the letter, but their goal is to try and use that letter as much as they can. So in this scene, we are going to have Andrew, Diz, Ruth, and Emma. Andrew, Diz, Ruth, and Emma. So if everyone else can stop their cameras, I ask the audience for a suggestion of a crime you would like to commit. Let's have a look here. Wait, what's going on? A crime you would like to commit. We've got... Gigi has suggested stealing the Queen's jewels. Stealing the Queen's jewels. I'm going to take the first letter of each of the most recent comments and assign it to you guys. Starting with Diz. As much as possible, begin as many words as you can with the letter C. Emma, begin as many words as you can with the letter S. Ruth, begin as many words as you can with the letter W. And Andrew, begin as many words as you can with the letter Q. No, I'm kidding. I won't be so cruel. But that was genuinely the next letter. Let's see. The letter T. Begin as many words as you can with the letter T. This is a scene about stealing the Queen's jewels. This is Alliteration Anarchy. Begin.
Come on, my criminal comrades. We have to come up with a
capitalist cunning plan.
Well, what about we walk into Wonderland? Well,
Crikey.
Alice, and get
Have a tea party.
what?
Crumpets too?
What?
A tea party.
Shall we see what Susan, the surreptitious surveyor sitting south of me, says about this? Or shall we stick to together?
Who was that? Who was where?
Susan, the surreptitious surveyor sitting south of me.
Call her over and we'll come to a conclusion based on our conversation.
Yeah.
Well,
call Terry over.
We don't want whatever that person was.
Cancel the call. Cancel call. Cancel.
Stop.
We got to keep things well under. Well,
Cover?
Wonderful, yes. What?
So should we stick to our own secret and rather stupid suggestion that the four of us had?
I think we should just
previously
tiptoe so they don't hear us. Grab the jewels.
Wow.
The crown jewels are in the castle, concealed in a cabinet.
Yeah, in that terrifying castle.
Well, one thinks that they're sometimes wide open and available to be, well, winched
concealed?
up out. No, winched up out of the castle.
Shall we see if somehow secreting the jewels silently
in a cavity, in a body cavity.
Sure. Should solve everything.
Oh, I was going to ask, can we trust the inside man? Are we sure they won't squill?
Why? Why would he?
Could be a cop.
Sure.
What a wizard thought.
Yeah, top cop.
See if we can trust each other.
What are you saying? Why wouldn't you?
Terrific.
Could be calamitous if some of us are spies.
And scene! I will stop that one there. Well done, guys. Excellent stuff. So, come on back, everyone else. Audience, it is now voting time. Who do you think did the best with the letter of the alphabet they were assigned there? So, tell us who you felt did the best with the letter they were assigned. If you felt it was Andrew with the letter T, then vote for Andrew and have a cup of tea. If you felt it was Ruth for the win, then give a big W there. If you felt it was Diz that stole it, then vote for Diz. And if you felt that... Oh, wait, you were C, weren't you?
I was C.
Oh, if you thought... If you can see what I meant there, regardless of me getting it wrong, then vote for Diz. And if you felt that Emma stole that S from Diz, then vote for Emma. So, audience, quickly put into the comments section now who you are voting for. Let's find out what our other performers and audience thoughts, starting with Hannah. Who would you vote for there?
Oh, I'm stuck between, two people. It's really going to do me head in. Hang on. Struck your beard moment. Okay, I'm going to go with Diz.
Okay.
Because he had these very one-word sentences that just made me giggle quite a lot.
Okie cokes. And PJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Diz too. I thought he did a nice job of weaving the C's throughout. But bonus points to Ruth because I thought W was harder.
Okay. Jodie, who would you vote for?
I vote for Ruth.
So, vote for Ruth. We're going to count the audience votes here. Keely, who would you vote for?
I vote for Ruth. She's fab as always.
Okay, so that's 2 votes for Ruth. Lady D is put into the comment section. I won't force you to pop up if you've already voted. Has voted for Ruth. So Ruth is in a 3-0 lead. Jane on Facebook says Ruth, making it 4-0. Janie votes for Diz. So there's a battle of the Janes going on. That's Janie on Twitch. Joe Ross on Facebook says Diz, making it 2. Let's have a look here. Daniel George says my vote goes for Emma for introducing a 5th character into the scene. Yes, I see what you mean. Right, I wasn't paying attention. Right, okay, so Max says they vote for Emma, which means 2 for Emma. Sergith says Emma, so that makes it 3 for Emma. So Emma is 3, Ruth has 4, Diz has 2. JJ says Diz won it for me. Ruth close behind, so that makes it. So Diz, how many votes have you got now? 1, 2, 3.
3 for me.
3.
3 for
Sophie
Emma, 4
J
for
says Diz, which also makes it 4. So that's 4 apiece, I believe. So that's 4 apiece. 4 apiece. Any other votes coming through? Okay. Let's have a tiebreaker then between Diz and Ruth. We are going to have another very quick scavenger hunt. And I would like you to find something with 30 seconds, which I will put onto the clock, that represents the Big Bang. Something that represents the Big Bang. 30 seconds, begin. Audience, I'm just going to take this opportunity once again just to hype up that in the month of August we will have the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship. And it will be not only the World Championship contest of the title, but it will be a festival of shows going across the entire month. Some of them will be extreme improv shows, which may include some themed shows, so like shows like this, but they might have a specific theme, like how in the past we've done Star Wars or Doctor Who themed shows. We may also have some non-extreme improv shows, so if there are improv companies out there or theatre companies and you would like to have shows, if there are stand-up comics or singers and you would like to have a slot in the festival, we want to hear from you. Now that those guys have had 30 seconds, well 49 seconds, Diz, I'm going to come over to you first, as Ruth isn't quite back yet. Hopefully she hasn't exploded and Big Bang in that sense. Diz, what have you found?
A calculator. Math. What? Math underlies everything that happens in the universe. The universe runs on math. The math was invented in the Big Bang, so nothing beyond pure math better represents the Big Bang.
I just thought you meant that was like an original artifact from the time of the Big Bang. Who has a calculator nowadays?
It is. I do.
Okay.
Also this. Everything was created in the Big Bang, including this Osborne CD.
I like it. Okay, Ruth. What have you found to represent the Big Bang? Oh my God, you've won this. You've won this hands down. Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock. So, rock.
This is, yeah. It's from Sheldon's. You know, this is from the Big Bang Theory. This is the Big Bang Theory. So you know, it's got it all. That's there.
No, Ruth, you win that. You win that. You've got the Big Bang Theory merchandise. That is definitely a win. I don't know if I can find it.
If it weren't for math, we couldn't do these shows. Everything runs on math. Merch is cool too. No, Rick, you deserve it.
I had to kind of run, and I don't do running. I have multiple sclerosis. I can't run. You should have seen me.
So, Sheldon Cooper, guys. Sheldon Cooper is my point.
Yay, Sheldon! Yes.
So, okay, Ruth, you win that.
The movies of Michael Bay.
Exactly. Anything could have won that.
Okay. We're going to go on to our next game. In fact, I can't even remember what I asked the audience for most recently. So, what was it? Right, so
just
audience...
give it to Ruth. She's won this week. Give it to Ruth.
Okay, we'll see.
It's dinner time here in the States.
We are changing things up in the suggestion box. We're going to do Actually, hang on, we're going to do another one of those games. But audience, so sorry, I forgot. We do have performers who haven't done that game yet. But we're going to change things up in the suggestion box. So we need characters from fictional history once again. This time we need unusual things for them to do as well. So characters from fictional history plus unusual things for them to do. PJ, Hannah and myself are going to do another game of Alliteration Anarchy. So, let's see what we've got for the scene to be about. So I think it was that a crime you'd like to commit. Oh, this is a great one from Sergith. Cat burglar who steals hearts from Cupid. Cat burglar who steals hearts from Cupid. So that's what our scene's going to be about. I will get the 3 most recent letters. So, Hannah, begin as many words as you can with the letter D. And just as you're a new player tonight, I'll remind you, you can say words that begin with any letter, but your goal is to use D. PJ, as much as you can, begin as many words as you can with the letter M. And I will begin as many words as I can with the letter H. I'll begin as many words as I can with the letter H. PJ with the letter M. Hannah with the letter D. Keely and Lady D, if you could take out your camera view for a moment. And we will begin Alliteration Anarchy, stealing hearts from Cupid. And here we go. Hearts.
Do it. Just drag the hearts. Just drag the damn hearts away from Cupid.
Harriet, how? How can you say such a heinous thing? Harold, tell her.
Malicious, maybe, but I think it's a great idea. It might be a mistake.
Harriet, listen to him, Harriet.
No. Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse was my nickname. Do it now. Drag the heart away from Cupid. Dang, he doesn't need it. He does not need it.
Hell, you will go to hell.
Man, Harriet has some anger management issues, and Michael, if we don't move, we may be a part of this.
Does your mother know that you're out past your bedtime, Harold?
My mother...
You're right, it's 8 o'clock.
There's a curfew. Don't you know there's a curfew? There is a very big, the biggest, dang curfew.
Make up your mind, Harriet. Are we gonna murder this Cupid or move home? What is your master plan?
Do both.
Have we thought about this? I hope we have considered going to heaven and not just hell. Have a heart. Don't take Cupid's heart.
Don't do dirty deeds. It's basic what you're saying.
Horrible. You're horrid, Harriet.
Michael, man up. If we make this mistake, maybe we won't move down to hell, but might move up to heaven. And if we don't, then man, we'll have a mighty, marvelous time.
Man up, that hurts my heart. Oh, it bleeds like a haemophiliac.
Do you always get so dramatic about things? Damn it.
Hello? Huh?
Damn.
Michael is massively minuscule when it comes to his feelings.
Hercules!
Minnie Mouse.
Dirty Dodger.
Hey! Hold my hands. Hold my hands, guys.
Dumbledore would be
and I
really
will help
embarrassed right now.
Remember what it says in the holy book.
Murder, mayhem.
Danger, destruction, disease.
Oh, heck.
Dragons.
Dragons?
Yeah. Right to back. The Old Testament. Danger dragons.
I've been waiting for the movie.
And scene! Excellent stuff. So, audience, who do you vote for there? I didn't realise how many religious references begin with the word, the letter H. But there was quite a few. So, I didn't get Hades in there. Damn it, just thought of that.
Oh.
So, audience, please put into the comments who you vote for. If you don't think I have a hope in hell, then don't vote for David. If I forgot what everyone else's letters were, I was so focused on my own. If you vote for PJ, then put the letters P or J or both. And if you vote for Hannah, then I think put a big D there in the comments. Vote. Do it. Okay, so let's find out first of all what our fellow performers thought. Emma, who would have you voted for?
You, David.
Oh, thank you. Diz, who would have you voted for?
I'm going to give that one to PJ, I think.
Okay, so 1 to me, 1 to PJ. Ruth, how would have you voted?
Oh, that was so close because you were all absolutely fabulous. But I am going to give it to you, David, for heinous because it's just a lovely word.
It is a lovely
And you
word.
did quite early on in the scene, so I thought that
I think it was my first word, in fact.
Yeah.
And it was downhill from there. Andrew, how would you vote?
I missed on that because I had to go to the little boys' room. But what I saw
love your
when
honesty.
I came back,
Yeah.
Hannah, Destruction and Dragons.
Okay, and let's see. Diz, did we ask you?
Yes,
we
I
did,
said
didn't we?
PJ.
You said PJ, so you can vote for PJ again. Okay, let's ask our audience joining us on the call. Lady D, how would you vote?
Hercules!
Hercules! Do you know what? Okay, so that's a reference to Nutty Professor, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking when I said it. Okay, so, Keely, who would you vote for?
I vote for Hannah.
Okay, so Hannah gets a vote. David gets a vote. Jodie, who would you vote for?
It's got to be PJ, the amount of adjectives that were in there.
Okay, so it's 1 apiece. Let's have a look. Max votes for Hannah, putting Hannah in the lead. Sophie J votes David, meaning it's a tie there. Julie Purnell says David, putting me in the lead. Jane votes for PJ, which puts PJ 1 behind as well. Let's see what else we've got there. Daniel George says Daniel is voting for Hannah, which means that Hannah has tied things up, I believe. Janie says David, putting me back in the lead. Bradley says PJ, which once again ties things up. Sergith says Hannah, which ties things up again. Joe Ross says Hannah, putting Hannah in the lead for the first time on this vote. Bradley says, pretty sure Jesus rode a danger dragon. I think you may be right. Let's have a look. Any other votes? JJ says PJ was the main man there, which I think ties PJ and Hannah up, putting me last place. So, any other votes? Peter, hang on, PJ, that's you. You can't vote for you.
No, Peter's my brother. My name is Paul.
Okay.
It's okay.
See, the thing is, right, the difficult thing is you could be telling the truth.
Well, of course I'm telling the truth.
Well, I don't
He's
know
an
that
American, David. Of course he's telling the truth.
Right, okay.
That's not helping. That's not helping.
Right, okay.
Dude, I got your back.
JJ says I haven't counted his vote. Let's find where JJ voted. PJ was the main man there. Yeah, okay, maybe I said that after. So I think that means that there's a tie break needed between PJ and Hannah. PJ and Hannah, because we can't count family members voting for PJ when it's split personalities. So, PJ and Hannah, let's give you a quick scavenger hunt. We might end up doing rock, paper, scissors if we have many more of these, but we'll do one more scavenger hunt here. Let's find something to basically show me dragons. Representing dragons. 30 seconds to show me something to represent a dragon. Audience, I'm going to once again take the... Oh, he was in there very quick. So, it's all on Hannah here. But I'm going to once again take the opportunity just to do a quick plug. This time, I'm going to plug that tomorrow night we are going to have another show, also at 8:30 p.m. and that's UK time. So at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow, we're going to have another show where there'll be more antics and chaos. If you're a performer and you'd like to get involved either in the World Championship or just in a regular weekly show like this, then by all means get in touch. So we'll give Hannah a moment to come back, but we're going to start off with you, PJ. What have you found for us here? I love that it was something different. Oh, okay.
I got them both. Well, I've got a dragon because I keep them nearby always, just in case the Bible shows up.
Okay, so PJ had a literal dragon. Ah, okay. I like where we're going with this. Hannah, explain this.
I'm a dragon.
I see. Okay, so if you were meant to be like Predator, I'd say that was spot on.
No, I'm Predator's brother.
She looks like the monster from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean there. I see what you mean. That's very good. Very good. Okay. However, even though I really enjoyed your creativity there, PJ instantly had a dragon. Is that an adipose behind you? PJ, is that an adipose behind you? What is that behind you?
Oh, yeah.
That?
Yeah.
That's a giant rabbit puppet.
Oh, it looks exactly like an adipose from Doctor Who. Okay, but PJ, I am going to give this to you since you instantly had a dragon, as if by magic. Hannah is coming back. She's not giving this one up easily. But I will give it to PJ there. So, audience, we are going to move on to our finale game now. Our finale game is an impression battle royale. An impression battle royale. So, the way this works is our performers are going to take turn to do impressions. They're going to do competing impressions. And then, audience, you get to vote on who you feel does the best impression. So, audience, I asked you earlier to please put suggestions of characters from fiction or history, plus unusual things for them to do. So let's start off with Diz and Andrew. Diz and Andrew, you can start this one. So Diz, I'll come to you first. Let's have a look. You are going to be the character. Let's see. You are going to be Forrest Gump becoming an improviser, as suggested by Sergith. So you're Forrest Gump becoming an improviser, and here you go.
Mama always told me that improv was like a box of chocolates. Most of it is shit. I went and took a class from a feller downtown. He told me that I was not saying yes enough. I said the only person I always say yes to is Jenny. Oh, Jenny, I miss her so much. It reminds me of the time that Sergeant Dan got his leg shot off in Vietnam. I really do love improv. I think I'll make the main troop any day now. They tell me that I'm unteachable. I don't know what that means because I never went to school.
Okay, and well done there, Diz. Very, very good. Okay, so next up we're going to come to you, Andrew. Let's find a character for you. You are going. This is another one suggested by Sergith. So we appreciate all of your suggestions tonight there. You are David Beckham as a used car salesman. You are David Beckham as a used car salesman, and here you go.
Hello, I'm David Beckham. Would you like to look at this car? It's a Ford Focus, blue, white stripes. And Victoria, what are you doing in that car now? I'm trying to sell it. What are you in that car? Why are the kids in the car? Where are you going? You're leaving me. Why? I lost all my money. I'll sell another car. part of it out. I saw that.
Okay, thank you very much there, Andrew. So, I just love the idea that David Beckham would be absolutely like lacking confidence and just be this very nervous car salesman. Okay, so who do we vote there for our audience? Do we think Andrew made a good David Beckham, or was he a bit posh for that role? Do we vote for Diz as Forrest Gump, or do we think that you should run, Forrest, run, and get away from his impression? So, audience, it is voting time. Please put your votes into the suggestion box, into the comments now, and we will count them up in a moment. Very quickly, let's go round and find out. First of all, Hannah, who would you vote for?
It have to be Diz. Sorry, Andrew, you were amazing, but Diz is like...
Okay, PJ, how would you vote?
Yeah, I was impressed that Tom Hanks stopped in for a segment. I'm going to give my vote to Diz.
Okay, Emma.
I will vote for Andrew. I liked his tone of voice.
Okay, and Ruth.
Andrew was great, but Diz, you got it for me.
Okay, so let's go over to our comments section as soon as we've heard what our in-studio audience think. So, starting with you, Jodie, who would you vote for?
It's got to be Diz on this one.
So it's a 1 vote for Diz. Keely, how would you vote it?
It's too funny.
2 for Diz. And Lady D?
Gotta be Gump Diz.
Makes it 3.
Thank you,
so, thank you very much there, Lady D. Let's have a look what we've got here. Jane says, Diz, brilliant. Daniel George says, I'm voting for Diz for this one. He had me at the second sentence. Yeah, that first sentence was shit. But Sergius says, go, Baba. So it looks like Diz is going to win this. JJ says Diz as Forrest. Sergius says Forrest for the win. And Sophie J says Diz. So Diz, well done. You have progressed in that round. So let's move on to our next round, which is going to be Hannah and PJ. Hannah and PJ. And we will say that, PJ, you can go first here. Let's find a character for you. So, audience, continue to put suggestions of well-known characters from fiction and people from history. You are going to be Principal Seymour Skinner from The Simpsons actually serving steamed clams to Superintendent Chalmers. That's a very specific reference from an episode there. But you're Principal Seymour Skinner from The Simpsons, actually serving steamed clams to Superintendent Chalmers. And here you go.
Well, Superintendent Chalmers, got a big plate of steamed clams for you, some steamed hams, 1 steamed jam. It's not very good. I wouldn't put it on the clams nor the ham, but I think if we all put them together, it would be quite a feast we're having, and more importantly, we can then go about saving the school.
Video because
Okay, excellent. I think we had a ghost somewhere in the background there as well. But excellence there. I love that you knew the reference as well with the steamed hams stuff. So excellent stuff. And next up, we are going to come to Hannah. Hannah, let's find a character for you. You are... Oh my god, there's a really weird suggestion here. I won't give it to you. You are going... No, it's not like weird in that, oh, it's like inappropriate. It's just a weird suggestion. I'll read it, but you wouldn't... I don't know how anyone could do anything with it. It is... The suggestion is the number 4 wishing it was a bigger number. So... that is... you want it?
I'll do that. I'll do it. I'll give it a go.
Okay, I think you have to now, actually. So you are the number 4, wishing you were a bigger number. And here you go.
You alright? 3, 2, 1. 5, 6, 7. 10! 10! You alright? Can't hear me. So you wish you were up there? You wish you were up there? Can be fucking fun in my life. 4 times 4 is a bigger number. 444 is a bigger. There is promise in being 4. It may just be single. Does anyone up there want to take me on a date? 7, 8. Look at me. 8. 8 and 4 is 12. Fancy it? No. Didn't like him anyway. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm an even number, meaning I can go higher. 2, 4, 6. 444 days until I die. 444 days until I'm going.
Okay, thank you very much there, Hannah. Well done. Okay, I love the fact that you think being an even number allows you to go higher. Okay, so...
As soon as I said that, I was like, what?
I know, right? Okay, so audience, who do you vote for here? Do you vote for Skinner? Or do you think that 4 is the magic number? So, either vote 4 if you vote for 4 for Hannah. There's a lot of 4s in that sentence. Or vote for PJ if you vote for Principal Seymour Skinner. Let's very quickly find out what our fellow performers thought. Ruth, who would you vote for?
Oh, 444 days. I think that won it for me, Hannah.
Okay, and Andrew, how would you vote?
Oh, definitely Hannah for taking that suggestion, doing something with it.
Okay, Diz.
I am a huge fan of The Simpsons and Principal Skinner and the work of, what's his name there, Harry Shearer. But I didn't see any of that because I had somebody at my front door that I had to deal with. So I'm going to have to vote for Hannah.
Aww.
Not just because I only saw hers, but because she took that on. And that was amazing. Well done. That's
Love
what we
the
do.
bait and
Take on the
switch
weird
there,
stuff.
Diz. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
well.
Okay, and Emma, who do you vote for?
Hannah.
Okay, and let's find out what our audience votes, starting with our in-studio audience. Keely, who would you vote for?
Hannah, amazing.
Okay, so it's 1 vote for Hannah. Lady D, how would you vote?
It's all about the 4s.
It's all about the 4s. Is Jodie, are you still here?
She's here somewhere.
Excellent. So, Hannah, not Hannah. Jodie, if you can pop up and say, oh, there you are. She's gone again. Who do you vote for?
Hannah.
So, that's clean sweep for Hannah there in terms of that. So let's see what our audience says. Janie says, Hannah, what a challenge. Joe Ross says 4. Jane says, Hannah, she did great with the number 4. It's a bit like 11 from the Stranger Things, but just not, a little under half as good. Right, okay. Daniel George says, fantastic job, Hannah. PJ did a good job, but Hannah gets my vote for this one. Max says PJ. Julie says PJ. So PJ is rocketing back up there. Joe says Hannah. She's amazing and gave it a go. 4 is the magic number. JJ says both good, but Hannah shades it with her realistic drama. I know, right? Sophie J says Hannah. PJ says 4. So excellent stuff. And so Hannah, you have gone through that. Well done. So that means that there are 3 performers left, I believe. Or is it 2? I haven't had a go. Ruth hasn't had a go, and Emma hasn't had a go. Emma, you may go first. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be... Sue Ellen from Dallas having an affair with Bobby, as suggested by Julie Purnell on Facebook. You are Sue Ellen from Dallas having an affair with Bobby. And here you go.
Well, Bobby and we have been having a business affair, and now we've decided to have a personal affair. And you know what? It's going really bad. Mostly we spend our time arguing about petty little everyday things, you know. Because the thing is, I'm tired of being Sue Ellen. And I've decided I want to be somebody else. So I'm going into the church. I don't want to have this affair with him no more. I want to be somebody. I want to be somebody with substance, with soul. Do you know what I mean? And if I can't do that, then I'm going to be a priest or an astronaut. Or perhaps I'm going to sell ice cream. But I'm not going to be in this relationship no more. No. I am going to show my soul to God. And before I do that, I'm going to do all the washing. Not with the washing machine, with my own hands. Do you remember these hands? Yeah, hands. I burned a skirt with them earlier. Anyway, that's all I have to say. But yeah, I'm off to church later, so I got to go quite soon. You know, we got a late mass going on. They don't do mass beyond 10 o'clock here in England.
Okay, and well done there. Do you know, I honestly thought it was going to, at the point where you're like, I'm fed up of being Sue Ellen, I thought it was going to be like the scene from Tootsie, where you're like, my name is Dave! Like, suddenly revealed that, yeah. Okay, so next up, I will go next, in fact. One of our guest audience members, to keep things fair, so I'm not choosing someone favourable for myself, can one of our audience members suggest a character for me, if you can pop into the stream? Suggest a character for me and something unusual for me to be doing. Anyone there?
The Wicked Witch.
The Wicked Witch. Okay, something unusual for the Wicked Witch to be doing? Anyone?
Being kind.
Excellent. Right, I could have predicted that. Right, so I will be the Wicked Witch being kind. I'll put myself onto the spotlight view. And here I go.
Oh, look, it's little Dorothy. Dorothy Gale with your little dog, too. Oh, isn't he a cutie? Look at his little face there. Oh, would you like a treat? Oh, would you like a treat? Have you been a good little doggy? Oh, would you like to ride in my bicycle? And then I can take you to our castle, because it's got a wonderful view. You can have the executive suite, and you can bring all of your friends, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Lion, and whilst we're there, we can all go up to the baths together, and we can all, oh no, I'm melting.
There you go. So, next up, who hasn't had a go yet? It is Ruth. Ruth, you will go last in this round. We will find a character for you. You are going to be, this is another fun one, Jim Carrey. Oh wait, we've already had a used car salesman, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's find something else for you to do. You are Jim Carrey, and you are teaching English as a second language. You are Jim Carrey, teaching English as a second language, and here you go.
It's such a great language. You just have to make your mouth go round the O, and then for the I. That's me. I is me, and I is you. Just say it after me. I. No, after me, say I. Yay. What is going on? I want to be everything. I want to be a bee. I could 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 do anything. That's what I do. I can be anything. You could be anything if you learn English. But you're all not on form here. Are you?
Okay, and well done there, Ruth. Excellent stuff. So, audience, it is once again voting time. Who do you vote for here? If you felt it was Ruth just now as Jim Carrey, then put alrighty then into the comments and vote for Ruth. If you felt that I was wicked, then vote for me as the Wicked Witch. And who else was it? Emma's gone off the screen. If you felt that it was Emma as Sue Ellen. Then vote for Ellen. I'm losing my brain. Then vote for Emma, not Ellen. Vote for Emma as Sue Ellen. Okay, let's find out. Diz, who would have you given that one to?
They were all very good, very close, very close. But for me, I have to go with Emma and Sue Ellen. That takes me back to the whole Who Shot JR thing and all that stuff. And you really sort of nailed the Texas accent there, on and off. But yeah, sorry, yes, Emma gets my vote.
Okay, PJ, how would you vote?
I thought Emma was deliciously dramatic, and David, you were very clever and cartoonish. But Ruth, I thought, took both of those packages and just slammed them together to create a new brand of energy. So I'm going to give Ruth my vote.
Okay, so let's also find out. Andrew, how would you vote? Alrighty then. Love it. You have a DVD for every occasion. And Hannah, how would you vote?
Yeah, I think you were all amazing. Emma, I loved yours. There was a comment about ice cream. It just really made me giggle. And Ruth, Jim Carrey is an absolute legend. But I'm going to have to say, David, you just stole it from me. The whole
wow.
like straight away.
Surprise.
I was just like sitting back, enjoying it, probably a little bit too much.
Okay, Lady D, how would you vote?
All of them were really, really good. But David, you just killed it.
Okay, I will take that vote. Keely, how would you vote? Excellent. I will translate that she said David there. No, I don't know what you said. Keely, you're on mute. Jodie, you're also on mute.
Oh, the Wicked Witch.
Oh, that was me. So, right. And Jodie, who would you vote for?
It's got to be Jim Carrey.
Oh, so 2 to me, 1 to Ruth. Let's see what we've got. Sergith says, Emma, you are Ellen in disguise. So that's a vote for Emma. Jane says Emma, which means that it's 2 for me, 2 for Emma. Janie says David, which makes me 1 in the lead. Daniel says, I think Ruth just about wins this one for me, which means that Ruth has 2, Emma has 2, I have 3. Sergith says Emma, which means that both me and Emma have 3. Joe Ross says alrighty then, which means that it's tied 3 apiece all round. Sophie J says David, putting me back in the lead. Joe Ross, so that's a repeat of Joe Ross. She already said Ruth. Max says David, which means that I'm 2 in the lead there. And is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Audience, I'm going to give a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, I may steal this one. 3, 2. PJ votes for me in the comments, so I will say at that point.
Again, my brother, still my brother.
Still your brother. Okay, I just about won that one. Which I think was an unpopular decision in the room, but still, I go through. So, who are our finalists? We should have 3 finalists, I believe. I went through, Diz went through, and who else? And Hannah went through. So, Diz, Hannah, and I will do a finale round to decide who is today and today's show Extreme Improv Extreamed champion of this show. So, first of all, Diz, you can have the honours to go first. Let's spotlight your character here. Let's find a character for you. You are going to be... audience, we may need another 1 or 2 characters, just so you know. I have to just scroll back. You are going to be... Okay, you are Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. So that is, what's his name's character? Macaulay Culkin's character, Kevin McAllister, kicking his family out of their home. You are Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, kicking his family out of the home, and here you go.
I'm so tired of you guys. You're always going on vacation without me. Well, the last time you were gone, I hired a lawyer. And the lawyer was able to divorce me from you idiots, okay? So now I'm my own parent, and you guys get to get the hell out of my home. What's that? Oh, you're upset? Too bad. Worthless people. I don't care where you were going to take me this time. I've got my burglar friends coming over, and we're going to cook meth. And we're going to make a lot of meth, and I'm going to sell it, and I'm going to be able to pay the mortgage that way. That's right. That's right. I'm going to be a drug kingpin.
Okay, excellent stuff there, Diz. Next up, Hannah, you can go next, and let's put you onto the spotlight view. And you are going to be, we've got lots of characters here. Peter says, we are brothers, he swears in the comments.
Right.
But let's have a look. You are going to be Severus Snape ordering takeout. You are Severus Snape from Harry Potter ordering takeout. And here you go.
I would like to order fish and chips with mushy peas. You don't do mushy peas. Well. Mrs. Chip Shop owner, you've disappointed me. I'll have to tell Dumbledore. Expelliarmus, now give me my chips and mushy peas. Can I change my order? I'd like a kebab. With extra meat, please. You don't do extra meat. Well. Is there anywhere else I could order from that has a fucking gut better menu than yours? Down the road? Okay then.
Excellent, and well done there, Hannah. Oh look, she's coming back into the shot. Okay. Do you know what? The interesting thing is when you exploded out of the shot, because you're wearing like a red top, and like because of the quality of the camera, it left like a red mist.
Yeah, I was going for that.
Yeah. Okay. So that leaves me. Jodie, Lady D, or Keely, can you suggest another character for me, please?
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks. Okay.
I mean, all four of them.
All four of them.
You have to do it.
I will. What are Alvin and the Chipmunks doing? Something unusual.
Boxing.
What are they doing?
Boxing.
Boxing. I can't even remember the names. Yes, I do. Right. Okay.
Alvin.
No. I've got it. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, come on then, Dave. Come on then, Dave. We're gonna take you on. All three of us. We're gonna take him on. Come on, back me up, Simon. Come on, Simon. I don't know if really that we should. Theodore, what do you think? Oh, well, I don't know if that's such a good idea. Oh, come on then. We're gonna take you on. Dave, just come here a minute. Pow! Now we're gonna sing a song.
Alvin.
And there you go.
Alvin!
Okay, so, audience, who do you vote for there? If you felt it was me as Alvin, Simon and Theodore, the Chipmunks, then vote for David or Chipmunks. If you felt it was Hannah as Severus Snape, then vote for Hannah or Severus Snape. And if you felt that it was Diz as your character,
The guy from Home Alone.
Kevin McAllister, then vote for Diz.
Just don't even vote for me, people. It's obvious. Good God. This is a charade. And Ski, if that's even your real name.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so audience, who do you vote for here? Do you vote for Diz as Kevin McAllister, so Macaulay Culkin? Then put Diz into the comments. If you vote for me as Alvin and the Chipmunks, then vote for David. Or if you vote for Hannah as Severus Snape, then put Hannah and Severus Snape. Quickly, let's go around the room. PJ, how would you vote?
Hannah's been bringing it all night, and I got to give her one last victory.
Okay, Ruth, how would you vote this one?
Oh, it's too hard. It's too hard to choose. You're all fabulous. I love you all.
Okay, and Andrew, how would you vote?
Well, as much as I enjoy Dizzy's Home Alone Breaking Bad crossover, Hannah's Alan Rickman was fantastic.
Okay, let's find out what our audience in the room thinks, starting with Jodie. How would you vote this way?
Got to unmute.
You are slightly muted.
Just a little bit. I loved Hannah's.
Okay, so that's a vote for Hannah. Lady D, how would you vote?
Diz was amazing, but it's got to be Hannah.
2 for Hannah. Keely, how would you vote?
This was so close, but Hannah.
Okay, so Hannah is winning 3-0. Let's have a look to the comments. Janie on Twitch says David, making it 3-1. Bradley Hicks on Facebook says, can't escape the Snape, mate. So that makes it 4-1. Sergius says Snape was the best of the lot, 5-1. Jane says Hannah, making it 6-1. Daniel George says, I cannot decide between Diz and Hannah. If you could make a decision, that may help. We're going to say it's Diz. We need to give Diz a vote. Right, so Livia actually does say Diz, which gives Diz 2, me 1, and Hannah 5. Max says David, that was so funny, which puts me 3, Diz 2, and Hannah 5. Then we've got Battlecat20 says Diz, which puts Diz as 3, me as, I think, also 3, and Hannah as 5. Joe Ross says Hannah, putting Hannah at 6. Sophie J says David, putting me at 4. Styles Clash says Diz, putting Diz at 4. This is very close. Hannah has got 5. Maybe I won't count that half vote just to make sure. Daniel... yeah, he does retract that and says, I'm going to give it to Hannah. So that makes Hannah in the lead. And I'm going to give a 5-second countdown. 5.
Sujis.
Sorry?
Did you count Sujis
I
on
did.
Facebook? Snape was best.
2, 1, and Hannah! That means you win today's show. You have come along, first time performing, and you have captured the championship. So, on the screen now, for anyone watching at home, you'll see that Hannah has the championship belt hovering just below her, showing that she is today's champion. So, well done there, Hannah. I think Emma has had to dash off, so we thank Emma for joining us. Audience, if you have any final shout-outs, any final comments, anything you'd like to say to any of us, any birthdays, any knock-knock jokes, tell us a knock-knock joke. We'd appreciate that. Put them into the comments now. We'll read them out at the end of the show. But for now, let's find out where you can find each of our performers on the old social of media, starting with Ruth. Ruth, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Ruth Curtis Acts. You can go to the web pages, either my own, ruthcurtis.co.uk, or wow.co.uk, and you can also find me on Radio Charwell every Tuesday and Thursday morning between the hours of 10 a.m. and 12 noon.
Okie cokes. Diz, where can the people find you?
Well, I like to play in these shows whenever I can. Improv Chattanooga's taken the month off of July from shows, but this weekend, Saturday, I'm teaching an introductory improv class, an improv crash course, we like to call it, 2 hours, 12 noon Eastern time in the United States. You can go to Improv Chattanooga's Facebook page to find out more about that. It's to benefit the Education Fund for Children, and we're benefiting a group of children in Guatemala specifically. So look us up on Facebook at improvchattanooga.com. Sign up for that. We'll have some fun.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone. Diz, just in case they missed it, where can they find it one more time?
On Facebook, just search for Improv Chattanooga, and then look in our events, and it should be near the top.
Okay, thank you very much. Andrew, where can the people find you?
Probably back here at some point.
Excellent. Fantastic. So, Emma has had to disappear now, so we haven't got her to wrap up. I can't remember her details. I do apologise, so I'll do mine. My name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky. Whilst I'm here, I'll do the wrap up for Extreme Improv specifically in a moment, but I haven't mentioned it all of this show. In a few days' time, literally, we're just waiting for the final things of the process to get this published. There will be the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, as written by me. It features over 100 of the games, many of which we have played tonight, and it will tell you step by step how to play them, and pro tips of how to play them successfully. It includes lots of games that I've created with Extreme Improv, and it includes all of the games that I was going to debut this year on stage, but because of the coronavirus situation, I haven't been able to put into practice yet. But we're going to start incorporating some of them into these streams as soon as this book is out very soon. So that brings us next to PJ. Let's come over to you. Where can the people find you?
Hello, everybody. Well, you can find me on Twitter at jcokes. It's down there if you want to see pictures of my little one and watch me complain about American politics. Or I run the Detroit Improv Festival and the Go Comedy Improv Theater, also in Detroit, both of which are, on COVID hiatus. So right now I'm a gardener because I don't have anything else to do. So if you want some tomatoes, come on over.
Excellent. Love it. Okay, which brings us to our champion of the day. Hannah, where can the people find you?
So mainly, you can find me on Twitter under HanMcG94 because I'm a 90s baby. That's HANMCG94. Or you can find me on Instagram at, I'll get it because I don't know my own username, Hannah McGowan Actor. That's where you'll find me because I do acting, and that's it, yeah. I'm also in my house in Liverpool if anyone wants to come over when all this is finished.
Okay, please don't anyone break in, or don't go if you're not invited.
No, don't do that, I will invite you.
Okay, so very quickly, just for Extreme Improv, this is Extreme Improv XStreamed. We're going to have another show tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. UK time. And then on Friday, we're going to have our Friday matinee. But Friday night, we're going to be having another Extreme Improv Games night where we'll be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. So,
Dragons! Sorry.
Dragons, there you go. See what you did there. And then along the way, we may be doing some other cool stuff. Once again, I'll say check out the Facebook page or our website, www.extremeimprov.co.uk. It's got all of the details plus information on how to apply if you'd like to take part in the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship. So let's see if we've got anything in the comments. Firstly, Keely, Lady D, Jody, do you have anything you'd like to say at the end here?
I think they may have gone to bed.
They're still here. But Keely, do you have something to say?
Hi.
Excellent. Jody, anything to say? Is it just a wave? Lady D, any pearls of wisdom?
Just always be nice to people.
I couldn't put it better myself. So let's have a quick look at the comments. So Max on Facebook says, I love tomatoes. I assume they're English rather than tomatoes. I love tomatoes, PJ. Can you send via the net, please?
Yeah, no problem.
Excellent. Right. Okay. Look at that. We're getting new business for selling tomatoes. Bradley Hicks says, danger, dragons. Jane says, wonderful show. Thanks, everyone. Daniel George says, knock, knock. Who's there? Wah! Wahoo! Wah are you so excited about? Oh, it was meant to be wah. Sorry, I messed that one up for you. Also, quick shout out to the Portsmouth Improv Experience. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Janie says, knock, knock, who's there? Cass. Cass who? No, I'm a banjo. I didn't get it. I don't understand.
Kazoo?
Oh,
David,
Kazoo.
you're out. David, you're out.
Right, yeah, I'm done. I'm not reading these right. I need to read these in advance. Right,
Coming
okay.
soon, David's big book of knock knock jokes.
Yeah.
Not.
If my spelling's as good as my reading. Anyway, on that note, then we are going to say ta-ra for now. So everyone stay safe, stay happy, and stay extreme. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much.
Wear a mask. When
Bye
you go
bye.
out, wear a mask.
Wear
Please.
a mask. Wear a mask.
Please, Lord, please.
Liar, liar. And
we
here
off?
we are gone. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it.
Hi.
But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show. Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay. The first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction. Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream. We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash. Styles Clash? Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament.
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Have a 9-ish.